interchangeable.
Well, I noticed you have everything in Q and H, so.
Oh, that's another little thing we can go over. If you click on that window, it will switch back to inches and metric
Ah,
for you.
well, I felt kind of fancy, you know. Okay, I need to get my intro going. If you're watching now, hi. Let me get the intro going. These bonus streams, that's what they're all about. Impromptu.
Okay, look, my 2-year anniversary.
What?
Start with that.
It's a Scrabble.
Dude, you shouldn't have.
I think there's 2 people that I've been on that long with, and I think it might be you.
Oh, man, dude, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been a good friendship. And I'm happy to help promote your really cool ideas.
Some of them are crazier than others.
Well, I think
wait till you see my April Fool's release.
Oh, okay, okay. That's coming right up. What's the beverage of choice tonight?
Whiskey sours.
I have a little Maker's Mark upstairs myself. I've been sipping on since it's been so chilly out, you know.
Yeah, it's 60 degrees today, and we're expecting 5 inches of snow tomorrow.
Holy moly! Yeah, we're on the flip side of that. We actually have had our cold spells below zero for 2 days this past week, and now it's supposed to melt off here tomorrow. Well, starting tomorrow. We'll give her a couple more minutes here. Looks like we got a couple people in the waiting room.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I really do appreciate you doing this for me.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun. I've been you probably have guessed. I've been trying to figure out a way. When I put it on the calendar for the 24th, I'm like, initially I thought, okay, that'll work cool. Then I'm like, there's no way I can wait till the 24th, man. I gotta get this thing going.
Yeah, it's really interesting because originally I was going to release it DRM where you need the code and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually been struggling a little bit. Well, I think the guys at Sassel are like on vacation.
Oh no.
And I realize it's a price point. It's probably not even worth doing. So.
Yeah, well, all I know is that was
Tonight's stream I'm going to release. I'm going to send it over to
sweet.
the org store and see what happens. I just wanted to kind of get through the shakeout flight with you and see if we can find anything else.
Yep. Yeah, so that's exactly right. So, all right, let's see here.
If you told me you wouldn't buy it under any circumstances, maybe I won't even do that.
Well, no, part of why I'm wanting to stream it early is because I think it's cool and I think it needs to get out to market. So, anyway, well, let's see. I'm officially starting the stream. I know it's kind of a different intro than usual, but welcome everybody who's here in the chat, and excited about tonight's stream. It's about 7 o'clock in the Mountain West, and we're going to debut a soon to be released, as you heard in the background there. This is the Gemma Studio CFM Shadow Microlight. And this is a brand spanking new aircraft. And if you've been around the channel for any length of time, you know that I am a big fan of Gemma Studio Works. We've done a few different aircraft of theirs. In fact, it was only a couple of months ago where I was flying around in the canoe up there in Nome, Alaska. So I'm very, very happy to be able to show you this creation here. And I'm also really, really honored to have one of the guys behind the project, the main guy behind the project, Jeffrey Beckers. Jeffrey, welcome, man.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you having me.
Yeah. So what I hope to do tonight is basically showcase what you've created. I'm going to give people hopefully I'm going to give them a sense of what you've done here and some of the intricate work that you've done. I'm going to have to apologize in advance because I'm going to have, like, I don't have X camera, and so like when I zoom in and out and things like that, it's going to be maybe just a hair rough, but I think we'll get the basic idea here. But I think when you pick up this product, what you're going to notice first and foremost is the exterior model is just wonderful. I mean, there is attention to detail. I love the kind of the bungee cord action around the front suspension and things like that. That the markings, the tire company and things like that. And then you can even get where was I zooming in where you can actually see the weld, the beads,
Oh yeah, it's in the back of the right there at the back of the main gear,
back of the main
right there
gear.
with it on those tubes, the double
Yeah,
tubes
right,
on the main
right
gear.
in there. So like I mean, this is just crazy cool, av nerd.
Yeah, but zoom in right where you were. Yeah, right
Okay.
there. You can zoom into those connection points on the
Oh
main gear
gosh,
double
yeah.
tubes.
See, that's where I screwed
Yeah.
up because anyway, let me get back in. But you're gonna love it. You're gonna be so happy with what you see. And I don't know if I should be. I'm gonna zoom in on one part that it's a little concerning. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jeffrey. But oh gosh, hold on here. Oh man, yeah, I wish I had X camera. There we
I
go.
can't decide whether to watch you live or your stream.
So
I
like
think I'll
like
watch you live.
like this concerns me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, are we
What?
really a cotter pin holding our gear on there? I mean,
That is
um,
a cotter pin holding the main gear on, yes. But
you,
and if you go to the front, it's the whole suspension on the front gear is yes a bungee cord.
yeah. I mean, you've seen me land. I guess that's the follow up question, right?
Well, the good news is instead of thousands of dollars worth of damage, you just need like a couple $100 worth of bungee cord.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah. So anyway, I could go over this plane with you for probably an hour and show you all these little cool things. Everything from the like the this isn't a hydraulic line, but it's the line that connects you um, to your trim tab out here in the back.
You should
And
be able to you should be able to drag the tail number registration around on the boom too.
drag the tail. What are you talking about?
Yeah, click on the registration number and drag it around.
Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that. What in the
I got
world?
I
Okay.
got a lot of cool things you can do in this aircraft.
Well, what else from the exterior model standpoint can we be looking for here? Because again, this is yeah, fantastic little plane. And for those of you, if you joined us, by the way, on last Monday's Bush League Backcountry Fly-In, you might have known or noticed that there was one of these buzzing around. And anyway, a perfect, like seriously, like a perfect little airplane. Here's the trim tab, and I'm like I said, I'm going to do a horrible job showing you, but like well, here, I'll just zoom in on it as best I can. But the trim, it works, you know, with your electric trim or your trim wheel if you happen to have it. Yeah, just really nice features throughout, and we've
Fixie.
got good fixes checking in. Thanks for stopping by, Brett. Good to see you, man. The engine itself, again, just all kinds of cool little details. Um, I got a kick out of the Rotax air filter here.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's got, just really, the guys took some serious time to model things, and everything is 3D and everything. It's just like even the different colored wires that run here and there. Um, I am a little bit
There's
disappointed that you haven't switched out all the flathead screws with the Phillips head yet, but I'm sure that's coming in
those
a
are
in a.
you've never clearly you've never bought worm gear. There's 54 worm gear hose clamps on
Oh
that
my
engine.
gosh, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, you're right. And
Oh man.
Fitty, who's our texturing wizard on the team, he said the same thing.
Oh man. Let me get zoom back out here. Uh, yeah. So here's the front seat view, and you do have a rear seat view that has basic controls should the pilot become incapacitated, and everything again back here just like you would expect.
Oh, here's an Easter egg I hadn't told you about.
Okay.
If you actually grab one of those window locks
Okay.
and hold it for 3 seconds, maybe get the rear one. Yeah, there you go. Hold it for 3 seconds. Now let go. And if you look, now you're paired. The two of them are paired together.
Oh,
So now just click
very
the back
cool. So
one.
then you can just. Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, but now close it and then click one of the locks.
So we'll do the back
And
one.
you'll notice that they'll both close
So they're
together now.
paired. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
So
cool.
for people that don't want to be like
Yeah, looking
in the
around,
dark.
and so obviously all this is modeled, and you can do stuff on the outside. Ooh, those are paired. So would the front be
Mm-hmm.
paired? Oh, the fronts are paired also.
Yeah,
So
they're all paired. Once now,
yeah,
if you hold down on it and hold for 3 seconds, they will be unpaired.
there you go. There you go. Very nice. Very nice. And within Vulcan, the rear wheel chocks there are you can come out and take those off and all that good stuff. Florida Flyer, how are you, man? Yep. Now we're talking. You're gonna love this, man. Florida Flyer. This is a this is a really really fun bird to fly. So anyway, that's again, just a unique, and this is a kit plane, right, Jeff? This is a.
Well, yeah, you could buy it as a kit, or you could actually have Cook Flying Machines build it for you. There is about like just under 400
Holy
manufactured
cow!
between the kit version and CFM building them for you.
Yeah.
From like say 1983 through the early 2000s.
Yep. So it fits into to our stream channel theme of being a vintage plane. So it's like a
Yeah,
win-win, man. It's a propeller-driven vintage plane, and yeah, that's pretty dang awesome. So,
and
uh,
some knuckleheads in the UK. One guy flew it to Australia,
yeah,
and another guy has flown it to Beijing from the UK.
yeah, and I read in your documentation that that Cook actually himself took it up to like 27,000 feet or something crazy.
Yes, he did.
So I know you guys are thinking ultralight, and you're thinking lawnmower engine, and you're thinking, cruising around town at like 12 knots or something like. This is not that. This is not your grandma's fly the ultralight to church ultralight. This thing will go. This thing climbs. It performs. Yes, it is a. I guess I should call it a microlight because that's what they call it in the UK. Um, but it goes. That's actually one of the things I really like about it is that you have all sort of the benefits of the simplicity of an ultralight slash microlight, yet you can go a little bit, and you can. I mean, it's not that much different in terms of top speed as like a Cessna 152, really. I mean, it's
Nope,
yeah.
you're absolutely right. Yeah,
So tell me,
it'll do.
I guess before we get too deep into this sim, tell me. Well, first of all, let me get my tail number adjusted. What was the like? Why the shadow? What was the inspiration behind working on this project?
Well, the inspiration was I thought it would be a really quick and easy aircraft to do before I started my next real project, and that was a year ago. Uh, I saw a guy that posted a thing on the X-Plane.org forums, and it was like, we used to have this for like X-Plane 7. It would really be neat to see again. And I was like, oh, neat, a quick and easy aircraft that would be really good to expand my horizons. And I started on it, and then it just kind of was the perfect storm for me to figure out, one, how to improve my modeling techniques while at the same time paying more attention to details. And the more details I paid attention to, the deeper down the rabbit hole I fell.
Hmm.
And then I discovered the CFM Shadow Owners Facebook page. And then things kind of got really kind of sort of crazy from there. But yeah, it literally took me, and and I am talking 10 hours to 15 hours a week, the better
Man.
part of 5 months to model it.
Well, I think people are going to see that it was worth it, and it's gonna. To me, it shows that it's not something that you just hopped in and messed around and crank something out as fast as you could. So yeah, so just kind of looking again at the details. This is sort of what he's talking about. We've got all kinds of everything's 3D. Everything is modeled with depth and texture, and um, has a little bit of the glare on the glass. You're going to really enjoy that when the sun gets to the right angle. You can't see squat, and you have to move your head around just like you would in the real aircraft. Everything moves. It's meant to be a flight. I want to say yoke. Sorry, it's more like a
Joystick, really.
yeah joystick. But you can fly it with a yoke, and then of course, it's a single throttle. It does simulate choke in case it gets cold. You got fuel shut off. And then I'm really excited to show you the radio. The radio
Wait till you check out
is
Before you do
ridiculous.
that, check out the killer Avitab mount. That was to your left, down and to your left. Yeah, now click the top of that tablet to your down left a little
Oh,
bit. Yeah, click the top of that guy.
oh wow.
Boom.
Oh, you know what? I was fiddling around with that and I never even knew. Oh, heck yeah. That's a
Yeah,
great.
baby. Now grab the
Oh
bottom of
gosh,
it.
sorry. Dang it.
That's all right. Grab the bottom of it, and then you can move it around on the little custom mount we got.
Oh man, look at that.
Yeah, it's
Okay, that
perfectly
that is
sexy top center.
that really is nice. That is very nice. Yeah, so it's like it's tricked out, man. It's the Avatab integration, good fixins is loving that.
Mm-hmm.
So um, yeah, very nice, very nice. All right, let me put that back away here, and again, we'll just kind of finish looking around the inside here. Um,
Oh, well, before you go anywhere, check out the altimeter, right? Because you were complaining about it being QNH. If you click
yeah.
on the Colesman window, click on the window where that shows QNH.
Oh yeah.
Boom, inches of
Okay.
mercury, baby.
Well, it saves me from having to use my English as I'm trying to set the altimeter here. So yeah, just and again, kind of your basic instrumentation here, which is what you love in a plane like this. You just get up, you fly, you know what direction you're heading, you know if you're climbing or not, you know how fast you're going, you know what your altitude is, You can monitor your engine, with RPMs and your cylinder head and your exhaust temperatures, and you know if you have fuel or not. And it's like that's it. That's at least you sort of think that's it. That's really not actually all that we have, um, but that's the start of it. Uh-oh, now what's happened here? I've lost my ability to get back in the aircraft.
I don't even know how you do that. What do you hit? Hit W, right?
Yeah, W, right? I had a. Uh-oh. W's not working. Why is W not working? This is not good. Um, I wonder if
Shift
my
9.
shift
Hawker
9.
says shift 9.
I wonder if my no, that's not doing it either. I wonder if sometimes my track IR will interfere with what's going on here. But all right, so okay, outside views are looking good. Yeah, I may have to.
Alt F. Yeah, all good fixes. Alt F.
No,
Alt F.
no, no, no,
Console F.
no. All right. Shift F9. All right, let's try. No, dang it.
Nice try.
Shift 9, Shift F9. No, no, no. Hawker, how are you, man? Why am I not able to hop back in the aircraft here, Hawker? Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick here. I'm gonna just. Unfortunately, this is the only fix for me, and it's a track IR conflict. So while we're
I've
loading up,
never had that happen in all my time using Track IR.
yeah, weird. Well, and I guess I can't say that for sure that's what it is, um, but I've had that problem a couple of times since I installed Track IR. So I'm thinking it's a conflict. So while that's loading up, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everybody through the documentation because it's really some nice documentation here from Gemma Simulations. So we've got everything you think you would need. Here's kind of what some of the stuff like the altitude record that I was mentioning. I think is listed in here somewhere. But yeah, there it is. 27,000 feet. 66 or 27,066 feet back in 1900. That's just crazy. And you've got some specs as well. You've got your basic top speeds and cruise speeds and things like that. What does this thing? I notice there really isn't a like a VREF, a VR, V1 VR, that kind of stuff. Is there? Do you
So there
know?
really, you can't rip the flaps off.
Yeah.
The aircraft was amazing. The airframe, believe it or not, will take 8 positive G's and negative 4 G's.
Oh my goodness.
And I had originally set it up so the flaps would rip off, and I had a couple real world pilots like, dude, you can pitch it down, aim it at the ground, go a buck 40, throw full flaps on it, and nothing is going to happen other than you pitch up.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
So it is, it really is it's super amazing.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I had no idea what I was getting into when I took on the project, and the more I learned about it, the more fun it became to work.
No doubt about it. The thing, by the way, if you set it to cruise power and fly it at 50%, like it'll go forever. It'll go. It's a ridiculous amount of range, and for being a relatively small aircraft, it'll just go and go and go. It's a 64 horsepower Rotax 582, which you wouldn't think a 64 horse is all that much, but when you consider how light, like Jeffrey can basically throw this thing up over his shoulder and load it in the back of his pickup, it's that light.
Yeah.
So it's like max takeoff weight. You can see right there is 850 pounds. So fully loaded, right? That's just crazy to me, but really, really awesome
Yeah,
performance
because
as a result.
it's less than 500 pounds empty, right? So that's um, and there's a couple mods I saw where people would throw a 5 gallon, literally a 5 gallon jerry can in the back seat, strap it in, and hook it up, and go another 2 hours or
Oh
three
my
hours of
goodness, yeah.
duration.
So you're going to get a very nice detailed sort of diagram of what goes where and what you're looking at and all that good stuff. So it's not what I kind of appreciated about this is you could very easily turn this into a 200-page document with all kinds of cool stuff. Like you hear Jeffrey talking about what he's learned about the this microlight, but he's really trimmed it down to give you exactly what you need to get going in the plane quickly, which is what you want. I mean, you're buying this plane so that you can hop in and go flying. This is not the Felis 747 where you want to spend an hour getting it set up and all that good stuff. You want to be able to get in and fly. And so, yeah, right there is where he talks about the G forces. And I remember when I was testing it out for you, I was attempting to stall the airplane. And I don't remember if it's power on or power off stall, and I wasn't able to do it. And you're like, "Yep, that's exactly like the plane won't do it. Like literally, it
Yeah, in
will.
real
It'll
life, it doesn't matter power on, power off.
don't.
It literally cannot. You can't stall it or spin it. You
Yeah,
just can't do it.
it's so that's so crazy. But you can see a
Actually,
little.
this guy, I read another article about Dave Cook recently, like in the last couple weeks, and it was a guy that wrote a thesis on airfoil design, and this guy actually kind of helped NASA rewrite the book on airfoil design
Wow.
as a result of this aircraft.
Yeah. So that was crazy to think that, but like I don't know. I want one of these now. Like it's like the
I
like the
know.
everyman's plane, right? Like
And the cool thing is you can go if you live in the UK, you can buy one for like I don't know, 8 grand.
oh man, those guys get everything.
Yeah.
So here's your whole procedure flow, and it gives you like here's the basic rotate speed, 35 knots. You're going to be doing 60 as you climb out. You're going to
And as you
be
climb out, you'll be climbing out at 1,500 feet per minute, by the way.
yeah, which is insane. So you set your power for
Literally standing on your
oh my
tail.
goodness, it's awesome. So you have all that stuff in there. You're going to like that. Here's the note he was just talking about earlier on about the default sounds actually mimicking so very well, according to real life pilots of the Shadow, that he there was no need to do anything crazy with the custom F mods. So um, yeah, so that's kind of what's going on there. And then the other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a look at there's a radio. Whoops, I went past it here. Sorry. There's a link to the radio manual. Yeah, and that'll pull up
Hmm.
this guy right here, and we're gonna jump in. Now this one's a little beefier and a little deeper, and you're gonna really like it though. You're gonna really like
I
it.
might have
So,
gone nuts on the radio because
ah,
there's over like 2,200 lines of code just for the radio, and
oh man,
literally you can follow the manual and button click per button click of the manual, and it will operate.
holy cow, holy cow. All
The
right,
only
so
thing it can't do is the factory reset because you have to hold 3 buttons at once, and that's just not possible in X-Plane.
oh, okay, well, all right, so I am back here. I just need to reset my track IR and. All right, so we're back. We're rocking and rolling. I can see everything. Okay, we won't hop back outside the aircraft just because the I don't want the track IR thing to happen again. There I think is you, Jeffrey. And again, I apologize. I don't have a CSL for this aircraft, so apparently my default is a 747. I did not realize that, but I think here's what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna actually we're here at Hanksville, by the way, and we are on VATSIM. So if you'd like to fly along with us, if you have something that you want to fly out of Hanksville, feel free. We're going to fly from Hanksville down to Page, and it's a 96 nautical mile flight. It should take us about an hour or so to do, but the reason why I picked this route, well, it was two reasons. Number one, it was nice weather, and number two, there are two VORs that are one in Hanksville and one in Page, and we're going to demonstrate the navigational capabilities of this plane, and I think you're going to get an absolute kick out of it because it's really cool. It's really cool. So let me get this thing fired up, and we'll start talking about the radio. So we've got power, master power down here. We'll turn on. We want the main fuel is on. We'll turn
want main fuel down though.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Ignitions.
The
go ahead.
The fuel gauge is actually tied to the switch position.
Oh.
But if you have unequal balance of fuel, the fuel gauge will show that.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're dead equal.
We're
so
good.
Cool.
Yeah, okay, and then we just you reach up over your back right-hand shoulder. Pull the propeller.
Just like a lawnmower, baby.
Yeah, buddy. And I don't. Oh man, I had taken the chocks off, so we were moving there. But we've got so this is a differential braking steering situation. And since we're here on the ground in Page, it's probably fairly nice. We're going to leave the cockpit open. And what I'm going to do now is, I'm pretty new to, I've flown the plane around, but I'm very new to the radio system. So I'm going to let Jeffrey sort of take us through like the features of the radio, and then we'll fly down to Page.
Cool. So the radio is really neat because it will do both communications and navigation. And I think, Melvin, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were going to do a VOR to VOR?
Affirm. Yep.
Right. So we could do something like, let's pre-program your two VOR stations. We'll put them in memory, and then you can navigate from there.
Okay.
So the good news is that radio only works if the aircraft battery is on, which you already have. So you should be able to go to the power button there and power it up.
And I don't know if everybody just heard that, but it gave you all kinds of cool beeps and bleeps, and that's awesome.
Yeah, and if you actually, right now the automatic noise limiter is turned on, but if you actually turn that off, you'll hear a lot more engine generated static. And if you actually throttle up a little bit with it off, you can actually.
Oh, there we go. I don't know how well that's coming across the stream, but I can hear the static. That's fantastic.
Yeah. You can click that button again and turn it off. So what I suggest we do is go ahead, because this radio does have 50 memory functions, and we can probably program a couple of them for your VORs.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is let's punch in the frequency of the VOR station you're nearest, which is going to be Hanksville.
All right.
1159er.
Okay. So how do I do that? Hi, Rob Valkyrie, by the way.
You can just type, hey Rob, you can just type 1159 and then hit enter, because it'll do all zeros if you hit enter.
Haha. Very nice.
Actually, it's picking up the bearing right away, so we know that we are on the 123 radial outbound from the Hanksville.
Oh yeah, from. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. If you did function 2, which is actually function 2, you will actually, we are a 303 bearing would take us to the VOR. So
I see that.
3 is from. Also, I don't know if chat can hear the beeps, but if you kind of click around, you're hearing the beeps, right?
Yep.
If you did, then hit enter. We're clear. Now, if you hit function 8, which is the beep button there, and then hit clear, you can beep around and realize you're not hearing any beeps. But yeah, it's better. So function 8 will turn it back on.
All right.
So we're at 115. Hey, it's Hanksville. Let's save this as a memory slot. So why don't we, if you follow the manual, it's button per button, but it's function memory recall. Will get us into save a memory.
Okay, memory recall. All right.
It's, I don't know, pick a number you like, maybe up to 5 or 6 or something like that.
All right. I was gonna say
Just use
10.
the up arrows. Go. Yeah, there you go.
5, 6, 5. All right,
You like
cool.
5?
Sure.
So
Okay.
we're going to save it at 5. So let's get memory recall. Now this is like 1990s text mode version, right? We want to name this sucker Hotel Victor Echo. And if you look up page 15 of the manual, you will see all the little
Yeah.
numbers that you can hit.
So I'm gonna have this,
And you'll
by the way,
see.
off screen on my left, so I know what button to push.
Yeah. So
So
H is going to be 4 button.
okay. GH. Okay.
And Victor is going to be 8.
8. Okay.
And then Echo is 3.
HVE.
I can hit enter.
All right.
So now if you go again, now you can go to memory recall.
Okay, so
HVE. Now hit down. Hit the down arrow. That's the fingers channel. Hit up
okay.
arrow. You're back to 5 and you just
yeah, okay, very cool, very cool. All right, all right.
And if you're curious as to what frequency H Victor Echo might be, you can hit function memory recall.
Ooh, 15-9er.
That's 159, and function memory recall will take you back.
All right, that's awesome.
So let's clear.
Okay.
And let's do page, right?
Yep, we're going to page
1176.
17.6. Yes. Okay. 1176. Enter.
Now we want to. Now we're not picking it up. You can see the bearings blank.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But we're gonna have stored. So we'll do function memory recall.
Right?
And then we're gonna set that to 6. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There we go. And then hit memory recall for alphanumeric. And then we want PGA, which is going to start with the 7 key.
Okay. P.
And 4.
Or G. Okay.
And then 2 is A.
PGA.
There you go. And then hit enter.
Nice.
Cool. Now if you go to memory, just hit MR, and then you can go down and up. And
So I can see the 2 I have. Okay. Yeah. All right. So if you're traveling VOR to VOR, you need to. This is how you set those up so that your radio can basically tell you the direction that you're needing to go and all that good stuff, right? Is that what you're telling me here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Right. So we got our route pre-selected.
Yes. Yes, we do. All right. So let me just make sure I'm understanding this correctly. So I've saved Hanksville VOR in memory spot 5. Right now it's telling me that I'm the way I'm facing right now, I am traveling away from that VOR at a 123 degree heading. Am I?
Well, I mean, you're on the 123 radial, right?
Radial, there you go.
But you're on the 123 radial outbound.
And the thing that makes it tricky here is that, like, literally the airport is like right next to the VOR. So as I get away from the airport a little bit, this will adjust accordingly.
Yes.
Okay. So for those of you that don't remember, I'm going to flip over to the information screen here real fast just to give you a sense. We're just going to fly a 192 degree outbound radial, and actually it looks like, for some reason this is telling me 187. I think well, anyway, we're going to be flying kind of basically due south, not quite due south, down here to Page, and we're going to use this radio to help us. There's no autopilot in this thing, but there is. I mean, as you're going to see here in a little bit, it'll tell you, and it'll correct for wind, which is nice, because since it's a microlight, it tends to get moved around a little bit with the breeze. So, all right, what do we want to do next then, Jeffrey, to kind of get going?
Well, I mean, if you wanted to pre-set yourself up on that bearing, right? Which I think, what bearing was it you were saying, 192?
Okay, so I'm seeing 192 here. Yeah.
Right. So this will do course deviation. So if you did function 4, that will take you to course
CDI.
deviation
Oh,
mode.
okay, okay.
Yeah, function 4.
Okay. And then can I
And you
adjust
can
this
type in
bearing?
that 19, just dial in that 192. Yeah.
Ah, 19. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
192. Okay,
yeah.
enter.
Now it's going to tell you that you need to take a sharp right turn because each
Ah,
one of those little diamonds is 2 degrees. So again,
which makes sense because right now I'm currently facing like I'm facing like west basically, so I need to or kind of to the northwest, I guess. Yeah, so I need to hang it right and get going southbound. Okay, okay.
yeah.
And here's the other thing that I kind of got a kick out of is the higher you turn your volume, the more like it affects how loud your radio calls are. So do I have? Are you here? Are you on frequency?
Yes. But you would need to go to
Hanksville
122.8.
radio check. Oh, okay. I need to
Yeah,
go
you can't.
back to. Okay, so
So
how do
yeah,
I?
go to function DVO, function 1, or clear. Now type 122.8. Nope, nope, nope,
Oh
clear.
gosh,
You're in
clear.
memory mode.
One,
Keep going,
two.
clear again,
Oh,
clear again,
clear,
clear again.
clear.
Try function, there you go. 122.8 now.
Okay. Hanksville traffic radio check. I think I'm logged
Stand
in.
by, I heard you.
Okay.
Read you 5 by 5.
I heard you on Discord. I'm not sure I heard you on the radio. Here, hang on for a
Hold on, let
second.
me see.
I'm gonna pause, or I'm gonna mute my. I've muted my Discord. Hanksville traffic radio check. I hear you trying to communicate, and maybe it's me. Hold on for a second here. Maybe I've got. No, no. Okay, hang on for a minute. All right, I've unmuted my Discord here. So I've
I
got.
heard you.
You heard me, but I'm not hearing you, huh? Okay, so I've got my settings here. I do have. I should be good there. Check 1, 2.
I copy 5 by 5.
Hmm.
I'm showing transmitting.
And I showed you receiving.
Your radio power, your volume is way low, dude.
All right, I'm turning it up now. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Check 1, 2.
Copy 5 by 5.
All I'm hearing, I think, is you on the.
I'm seeing you pick up the receive though.
Yeah, I am. I'm. All right. But we'll work on that here.
That's really strange.
As we
Even,
go.
yeah, even without the volume control, you should be hearing that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. It doesn't have anything to do with the. No.
Crank your volume all the way up. Yeah, there you go. Still traffic, radio check.
Yep, I wasn't able to hear you over the radio.
It's interesting because when you were showing your
Yeah, I can see
correct.
receiving. All right, let me look again. Let me make sure it's not something I've got set up. Comm is turned up here. Oh, I heard you there. Yep.
Okay, good.
I just had to cycle my volume, I guess.
I don't know why I'm not seeing the RX on your radio, because I certainly see the RX.
No, I saw you though. I did see it. So go ahead one more time. Yep, got you there. Got you 5 by 5.
So the only thing from a developer standpoint that's bugging me is if you were watching my stream and you talk, I see the RX button go up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm talking to you, it's not turning on. So I'm going to have to track that down.
Okay, well, that's hey, good that we're doing this. All right, so for
Yeah.
me, so let's go back to.
Crank that volume up. Crank that volume up.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to do this then, because
No,
it
no, no. I mean in
gets,
my radio.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I got to turn my radio down here because it's like
Yeah, I see.
major loud in my ears here. So
There you go. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but if you play with the squelch knob, which is the outer ring, if you crank it up, you'll get static. And if you crank it all the way, down, actually, you will lose all volume, as of course you would in a real radio if you cranked it all the way down.
okay, so I'll try to put it there right at the edge of the. All right,
Crank
so
it up until you just don't hear any static.
yeah, gotcha. Try that one more time then. Radio check.
Copy 555.
Oh, that's much better. Yeah, much better. Okay, okay. All right,
Why
so
the heck doesn't your RX button light up though? That's a bummer.
so I need to go to memory recall. I need to go to. I'm going to go outbound on Hanksville, and I need to go.
You gotta use CDI mode function 4. There you go.
And I want to go out of here at a 192. Okay,
There
cool.
you go.
All right, I'm going to set that there, and I'm going to keep an eyeball on that. And we're going to get going here because we're burning fuel. We're burning this high dollar fuel now. It looks like it's going to be a crosswind departure, and I'm not going to taxi. I could go all the way to there's a dirt runway that we modeled here, but I'm not going to. We're just going to taxi out
Probably just taxi to the gas tank
and take off.
135 and take off on the taxiway. Yeah.
Which is crazy. It really is, but that's honestly the way you do it here. So, all right, so we're just differential braking out here, and those of you that follow the channel know that I am pretty much a pro at differential braking, steering. All right, we'll come out here and let's make a quick radio call. Oh, I need to show you this. So we're going to set flaps for takeoff. That's back over your left-hand shoulder, so we're going to just pull one notch of flaps down here to take off.
Spring is amazing though, right?
It is. I mean, holy cow. Check it out. See, oh, look at that. I mean, seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, again,
They said it couldn't be done.
that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so we're going to depart on a, just because we're ultra realistic here. We're departing on runway 27, and runway 27 is a left-hand traffic pattern. So we're going to depart. We're going to make left traffic, and we're going to head southbound. So we're going to be a little bit. Oh no, that's yeah. We're going to be a little bit. Not following our CDI initially, but it'll sort itself out as soon as we get going. Now this is one of the fun things I found out about this. It's kind of the hard way. Is I closed up my hatch, and you can hear the little vibration there, folks. Like I forgot to latch both of these, and if you don't latch both of these, you will get an annoying vibration. And you'll wonder what the heck's going on. Well, that's it. Like it's literally modeled. It's down to that level of detail. So, all right, we're gonna make our radio call and get going here. Hanksville traffic, ultralight 11816 is departing runway 27. It'll be left-hand downwind. VFR departure southbound Hanksville.
Yeah, you were on the VOR channel, so no one heard that.
Oh no, so I have to. All right, so I have to go back to. So to do this right, then I'd have to go back to the.
Yeah, gotta go function DVOR, then clear.
Now I can do it.
Make your call.
Hanksville traffic, Microlight 11816 is departing runway 27. Will be on a left-hand downwind VFR southbound departure, Hanksville. And back to CDI. No, memory recall.
There you go.
But I will have to put in.
Yeah, probably just wait to do that until you've made all your calls outbound, yeah?
True enough. Good point.
Hit clear. You can hit clear out of that. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so we're ready. We'll just we just have to remember that we're rocking out of here on about a 1.9 or 2. Okay, final is clear. Turn down. I love how the static, the frequency of the static also changes as the RPMs change. Like it's totally like there's a ground wire that's not quite where it's supposed to be. It sounds like the first stereo I ever installed in my first car.
I think you probably turned off the A&L. I think I'd have to check when you open the radio back up.
I've turned off the NL, or I need to.
No, it's on. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, if I have it
Really
off,
loud that way.
oh my goodness. Wonderfully, wonderfully loud. All right, guys, here we go. We're looking for 36, I think, was our rotation speed.
Yeah.
And yes,
Right,
we're going to have a
30, you're good.
heck of a crosswind here, but that's okay. Airspeed's alive. We'll try to miss the 747. Yep. Here we go at like 1,500 feet a minute.
Easy.
I mean, look at that. Is that not amazing or what, you guys? Holy cow. That is so awesome. And what I understand is that there's even a more recent version of this that puts a pilot in the front seat so that when you get that outside view, you see somebody in there, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's the release version does have a pilot. If the canopy is closed in your exterior view, there will be a pilot. Yeah.
Awesome. Hanksville traffic, Microlight 11816 is on the left-hand downwind heading southbound. Hanksville. All right, I'm just going to kind of go runway heading down the wash here. You know, we do have, if you remember, everybody that's watching the stream, we did a couple of Bush League events here. And I think there's actually one of the airstrips down this little draw, but I think what we'll do here, since we're trying to feature the navigational components here, is put that in. We'll enter that. Okay, so it's telling me now I need to turn slightly to the right.
Yep.
But I don't want to go crazy on this thing. Let me see where I'm at here. Oh yeah, I'm heading eastbound. Because I'm really close to the VOR right now. And so it's going to be, it's going to be super ultra sensitive. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm just going to get going about 192 or, somewhere roughly. And then I'm going to let the CDI kind of mellow out a little bit, I guess. But
you could also hit function from, and it will find the radial that you're on.
Oh, 162 now. Okay, cool.
And then you can use the dial. You could use the dial or the up and down arrows to change.
Oh, that's way cool.
Right?
That is really nice, Jeffrey. And then again, hopefully you guys can hear the beep. Beep, 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 the click and the beep. I mean, come on. Come on. All right, so we are now from 175. So we need to keep going until we're 192 outbound.
I just click that up arrow on the 192. Oh, yeah. There you go. That tells you you're 8 degrees.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Now it's... Yeah, but it's taking me back.
Now you gotta turn left. Now you gotta turn left.
So it's taking me back over the VOR is what happened.
Yeah, that's what it was
Yeah,
telling you. Yeah.
and so there's the airport. The VOR literally is down right below us. So now it's saying, okay, now you've flown over the VOR. It's time to head southbound.
Yeah, you overflew it.
I did, yeah, which is exactly what you would expect, right? I mean, it's, yeah, that's just, and there's the town of Hanksville. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, as you catch up with it, you gotta like start banking right to.
Yeah. So again, all I'm going to do is, for now, where are we going? We're eastbound now. So I'm going to start heading southbound, and I'm just going to get away from the VOR a little bit here, because right now we're just like circling it, and it's not giving us an accurate reading. But here's the thing: when I first flew this, Jeffrey, the thing I noticed is, like, I had just acquired Track IR, and I was like, holy cow, this is the perfect plane for Track IR, because you could literally see everywhere. I mean, it's like a helicopter in that regard, right? How much fun would it be to fly a plane like this in real life? I mean, yeah, it's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. So, all right, here we go. We're westbound, so let's keep going. Let's keep turning. And or did I overshoot my? Did I go from eastbound to west? I turned too far, didn't I? I'm having so much fun just flying this plane. I don't even know where I'm going.
Let the radio tell you what you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna trust my compass a little bit here too. So let's just get going southbound, and then we'll pull the radio up, and we'll see where we're at here. All right, so Hanksville, I am going now function from. Yeah, so I'm pretty close. Like, I want 192, so that's cool. So if I go CDI and I go 192, it tells me I need to turn a little bit left, which makes sense.
Yeah, you're 8 degrees off. Makes sense.
Oh yeah, because every one of those is 2. So then as I keep coming around, that should slowly decrease the triangles, right? Okay, very nice. And flaps are up, by the way. I am going. I don't remember, 6,000. Is that the?
Yeah.
No, that was the climb RPM.
Yeah, like 5,500, 5,000 is cruise.
Yeah, see, we're doing 70 knots. I mean, so we're motoring along plenty fast.
Flaps are up.
Should be up.
Going 70. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder if we have a little headwind or something.
Well, it shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't have been.
Indicated airspeed.
No, you're right.
I expect that to be about 80 knots if you're at 5,500, 6,000 RPM.
All right. Well, let me get on track here, and we'll just kind of see if it creeps up for us here. I am climbing slightly too, so that might affect it a little bit. Okay, so this will be a fun way to navigate. Honestly, I mean, a very unique way to navigate, and I'm gonna have to, as you can see right now, I've got a little bit of a choice to make. Like, I've got terrain here, so do I go up and over the top of it, or do I go around?
Not that hard to climb over.
100%. I mean, I'm at 6,000 right now, and actually I don't know. Like, I didn't set the altimeter, so I might be at more than that. But this plane will fly to 25,000 feet, so it's like not a big deal to climb that. In fact, I'm just going to trim up, and we'll just make a slow climb as we're going here.
You may have forgotten to add oxygen to this aircraft, so you might want to be careful about that.
Well, and one thing I did notice when I was doing a little bit of aerobatic horsing around is blackout effects and redout effects are a real thing, and so yeah, so
it's actually quite fun to undog the canopy and then barrel roll. You do both of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Now you can barrel roll.
Any particular direction?
Did you open it? Close the canopy.
Oh, close it and then barrel roll?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
and then
undog
barrel
it. Okay.
roll. Either way.
All
And then
right, here
drill.
we go. I'm not very good at these, so bear with me here. Let me set my track IR. Oh. Oh man. Oh, there's a red out a little bit.
There's your red out.
Oh gosh. Yep. There you go. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That was kind of fun.
Kind
Let's
of fun
get.
from the back too. If you undog everything from the back seat, they all fly open
Oh
and
my
whatnot.
gosh. Yeah. So I do have that back seat view set, just in case you're wondering. And
Now you can undog those canopies. Undog those canopies. Both sides.
oh good lord.
And then just bank left and right a little bit.
You probably can't hear that, but in my earphones, I'm hearing the
They're
right
hitting each
hand.
other.
Well, in the right hand, yeah, coming out of my right hand, headset, and oh, that's pretty dang cool. That's really cool, actually. And they bounce a lot. Look at that. Look at that guy. Like, yeah, you can't. You got to shut it. Oh no, I can't. I got to get that thing shut. There we go.
There you go. You gotta bank the correct way.
Look at that. That's awesome. Whoops, you got to time it right too. All right.
You gotta be closed. Or
Going for
throttle
the. I'm
back.
going for the back. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
You have to. You have to time the vibration just right.
Yeah, it's like playing a video game.
Yes, yes, and I don't have all of these shut.
Like MSFS for X-planers.
There you go. There you go. Ah. All right, how am I doing with all that horsing around? Oh, I'm only 8 degrees off. I think I need to go to the left of this, but probably what I'm going to end up doing is just climbing over the top of it. So now, can I receive while I'm tuned in to
No.
okay, so that's an interesting
You won't
thing.
receive communications. If
Okay.
you're on nav, you won't receive
Okay.
comms.
Yeah, so this is a true, really cool handheld radio deal. I mean, this is awesome. What would this be, equipment code wise, Jeffrey?
It's gonna. Well, I think there actually was an Sierra Hotel Alpha Delta ICAO code assigned to this at one point, but I think it's been redacted. But you can always use Uniform Lima Alpha Charlie ULAC as ultralight.
No. I mean,
Device.
the like this is not just slant alpha. This is slant what for equipment code?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it would be because you
can technically follow a VOR. Slant X-ray is what Fixins is saying.
X-ray.
By the way, Steve99, Ori Darkwind, great to see you guys in the chat there. Sorry, it's oh no DME, so that's why
Nope.
it's slant nada. Ori Darkwind says. I love it. Yeah, because it doesn't and you don't have a way to set a transponder code, right?
No, although the code is it is squawking 1200 at all times. Just
okay.
If you're gonna squawk online, it will.
Yeah. Very cool.
If you check BatSim, you'll find it. You're squawking mode C. I hope.
Good fixins. You've got ATC capabilities, man. Hop on here at Page. Let me know if I'm squawking.
I wonder if we can pick you up. What would you do? Memory 6, yeah?
Memory 6?
You gotta be in DVOR mode.
Oh.
Probably see if you can go up the up arrow once. Nope, we're not there yet.
Not quite.
Nope. And then function 4 will get you back on CDOI. And also per the manual, if you hit the function key and wait more than 3 seconds, it dumps you back out.
To communications, not VOR or navigation.
Say again?
it dumps you back out to where you're communicating.
Well, it just takes the function mode shuts itself off.
Oh, I got you.
Like if you hit the function button
and just leave it.
Just wait 3 seconds, it drops off.
Whatever. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's just really cool. Fixins, I'm just messing with you, dude.
Kind of fun though, isn't it?
Yes. So yeah, it really is. It's and again, I'm not an ultralight guy per se. Like I'm not a glider guy either, but this is a plane that I'm definitely on board with, and I can see the potential in flying this quite a bit in the kind of things that I like to do, which again is, low and slow, checking things out, being able to, if you need. Oh, that's awesome.
I love it.
5x5, good buddy. Oh, that's way awesome. Okay, now hold on for a second there.
How the hell did you hear him?
I don't know, because I'm in CDI mode.
Yeah, you should not have been able to hear him.
Can you hear me there, Hanksville traffic?
Gotcha, 5x5.
All right.
I know what's going on.
Okay.
So that's where the client is overriding the plugin.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
That is okay, actually.
I want to know where my
immersion. Yeah, immersion ruined.
The whole time I was doing the push plugin, my RX signal was working perfectly, and now it's not. That's frustrating.
Hey, it's all part of the process. It's
third world problems. But first world problems.
Short Hawker's saying the short field performance at the Bush airstrips. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm thinking to myself, again, the first place that I noticed. Well, I flew it in a couple of different spots, but the first place that I saw somebody flying it that I'm like, oh yeah, that's a perfect spot was Jeffrey last Monday up in the mountains of Idaho, because it has the performance. Now, if you were in this thing in real life, you'd have been freezing your butt off, but it can absolutely get you into and out of all these little short bush trips up in the Frank Church Wilderness area. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to open up some things for sure. Yep. Is this one of those planes you don't need an actual pilot's license to fly? Yeah, that's correct. Ultralights fall under a little different set of aviation rules.
What I meant by it being unfair is the thing will, I mean, it has performance just under like a C-150, like a Cessna 150 but with way better climb rates, probably better range, and certainly a higher service ceiling than a 150.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't need a pilot's license. That's why, I mean, it's kind of unfair.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about this aircraft, and we didn't talk about that yet, is you can't stall it. It just won't stall, and it won't stall spin. The only thing you can do, try to do a power off or power on stall, is it just gets sluggish, and when it hits 31 knots or so, it just starts kind of pitching down on its own and glides. Now it glides at like 900 feet per minute downward, so I wouldn't want to land it that way.
No. Ori Darkwind.
Yeah, you can buy one of these things in the UK for about 7,000 euro, maybe. If you get the right deal with a fixer-uppers, maybe 5,000 euro. They'll call it 8,000 bucks. there's still several dozen flying. I think there's 30 or 40 aircraft still registered.
They're probably really hard to come by. I mean, my guess is
clean flyable one. Yeah, under 10 grand. If you're paying more than 10 grand, even if they're clean, you're paying too much. Yeah,
yep.
it's a the one we're flying right now is a Rotex 582. I think the Shadow A, B, and C were like 512s, and then the Streak Shadows were what's the next model up from, like a 912? I think a 912. And the Streak Shadow, that's the aircraft that's like crazy fast. That thing will climb like 1,900 feet per minute. The Streak Shadow. And it has like
Oh no.
Oh yeah, your blocks are off. What happened?
Okay, a little note to the development team.
Yeah, development team.
No wonder it was so hard to take off. I love how you can see you can barely see the propellers, but you can see the center block just kind of slowly rotating. Center spindle. That's pretty cool.
Can we pick a page yet, you think?
Oh, you know what? Let's try. Oops, I turned around here. Let's see. Memory.
You go to.
Sorry.
You go to. No,
oh, dang it.
DVOR first.
Oh, that's right. And then.
And memory recall. And
oh, we got it.
There we go. We got her.
So I need to fly.
Do function 2.
190.
Yeah, 190, baby. Now you can do function CDI. And you're on the ball.
Pretty on it. Yeah. You know, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but yeah, I'm pretty good at this shadow stuff. I've had 30 minutes of instruction, so yeah, I'm kind of an expert.
Why are we? What's the airspeed right now?
Doing about 62, but I'm only at I'm sorry. There we go.
6,000.
All right.
You ought to be able to crank along at like 80 knots, no problem.
So here's one thing I'm noticing, and I don't know again, if I hop outside, I can still hear the same radio static as if I'm inside. So
okay.
So enough. A small thing there. The rest of the sounds are great. Like the flyby sounds, you know, they increase and decrease accordingly, but the radio static is still there.
Man, I thought I was smart when I shut it off when you pushed to talk.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. 550 seems to be a good altitude. Oh, maybe I'm going am I a little too high there? What am I? Oh, I'm at like almost 1,500 feet. So let me get back down here. The other thing I'm going to do is this. Hanksville altimeter was 3035. Oh, so actually was
not too far
pretty
off.
close, yeah. Or if you're British, QNH is 2027. QNH. All right, so
1027, not 2027.
Sorry, 1027 QNH. All right, I'm gonna descend. If you're British. Hawker says that's an insane climb rate. This thing is it's a mover and a shaker, man. I'm telling you what. Like I say, it'll push you back in your seat. And
I like it now. Now we're cruising along at like 85.
Yeah, I think it was just up at such a high altitude. that it. Yeah, let me get back down. Oh, holy crap! Maybe I was. What was my altitude? I was at 13.5, my dude. No wonder I was feeling like a little lightheaded.
Places.
VSI, yeah, VSI is right here. I just wasn't paying attention, Ori. I was, like I say, I'm kind of a pro at this, and so I just fly the wing. I just feel the plane, right? I become one with the plane. Look at me, right, dead on
Interesting.
the
You're on. You are on
on
it,
the
baby.
dot,
So
baby.
the cool part is this is actually those instruments are all flex dash enabled at this point.
Oh,
So they will be movable, aroundable, and whatnot.
so when I'm ready to put my GTN 750 in there, I can make room. Is what you're saying?
Not on that cockpit, but those. The interesting part is those are all the big ones are 2.25 inch
Oh,
instruments.
oh, they're massive.
They're not even 3 1/8. They're all
Yeah.
2 3/4, and then the little ones are 2 inch instruments. It's like a really tiny
Oh,
instrument.
actually, yeah, those are. Yeah, they just look massive though comparatively. All right, so this is the thing I like. So you notice how you see how the reflection changes on the dial depending on where you're at. Whoops. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
really a neat effect
You can
because
see your
there.
fingerprints
Yep.
and the glass,
Yeah, you can.
smudge prints.
Yep. I mean that's yeah, really nice stuff there. Is this a working Hobbs?
It's actually not a Hobbs. It's actually a true
That
tack
you,
hour, engine hour.
wow,
You know that.
I put 23 hours on this baby already.
You might have started at 18.
I think I did. I think I put about maybe I put 5 hours on here. That might be fair.
No, yeah, because I actually that's coded for like tack hours. So it's a Hobbs meter is like 1 minute per 1 minute
Yeah.
engine on time, whereas the tack hour meter is based on tack speed. So it's basically registered 1 hour to 1 hour when you're running at I think 5,800 RPM.
Okay.
And if you're less, it's running less. If you're more, it's running higher.
Hmm. Man, I this is such an amazing area. You forget we haven't been up here for a while, and you forget how beautiful it is. I do think I've got Sam Seasons trying to emulate like snow.
Yeah, yeah, it looks snowy.
It's definitely a different look, and that's the only thing I can think of that would be doing something like that is Sam. Um, Man, it's nice.
Yeah, it's
All
pretty
right,
cool.
we're back down. I have no idea. Let's see. We technically, I think we're a little bit westbound, so we're gonna do 8.5. And yeah, now we're performing a little more like what you should see. So I'm gonna pull back the
Yeah, we're
throttle.
cooking along at 90 is good.
There we go. And yeah, all the temps are looking pretty good. I'm assuming if we keep it down below halfway on both of these, we're in pretty
Yeah.
good shape. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
For what it's worth, you can't really cook it.
Gotcha.
But you could now be like you could check your you could switch your fuel tanks and you could see the fuel gauge do its magic.
So I want to go over to. Oh yeah,
Look at that, huh? Sexy.
that is nice. Very nice. All right, so we're coming up on the Lake Powell area, and um, I'm still doing pretty good to
Ooh, you're
page
right on the money.
190. Yep. Not bad. I'm kind of must be crabbing into the wind or something because I'm not doing right on 190. But um, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We're doing all right. There's 190. We'll see what happens if I hold a more true 190. I'm getting a little bit of wind. We'll see kind of what happens with that VOR indicator. But just about down to 8.5. And we're got to be more than halfway there. It's Volantis say here. Where are we at? Oh, we're in good shape. I think Fixie's getting ready to go there. No, that's you, Hotel Alpha.
Yeah, it's parked there.
Thought we had Fixie up there. So I guess we're not quite halfway. And we've got airfields around us here, guys. It's tempting. Oh, hey, hello.
Have a tab and see what you can find.
Yeah, I don't think I have my... I was lamenting that the other day that I don't have... I don't think I have that set up, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't... I need to get it... Yeah,
I click maps and zoom in. You'd have to know where you were going.
Yep. Look at the performance, so this is kind of cool. I mean, you're going to get great performance. And yeah, let's zoom in a little bit here. Oh. Oh gosh darn.
Do something dumb.
Oh. Alright, we'll put that away. We're flying to page. We're staying focused here, guys. Staying focused.
Okay. Focus.
Fixie, what are you doing? What? I don't even want to know. Alright, let's get back on 190 so we don't... It'll allow a little bit, as you can see here. It'll allow a little bit of wandering around. Of course, we're only doing, 75, 80 knots, so it's not like we can't get that.
Perfect for you, right? You're going nowhere fast.
Oh, it totally is. But like what I like about it too is that you can't get that off course that quickly. So,
I mean, when you're like, 80 miles away, sure.
But yeah, this is really cool.
Oh, you mean one of those like flying tube stake things that other people fly?
Yeah.
You're going like 400 knots. It
yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
No,
flying tube stakes.
I was only being nice for the stream. I have another.
Oh, I understand.
Flying marital aid. How's that?
747, clean up the sky.
Fixie's right back at you, man. Yep, I can start to see a little bit of Lake Powell. So we're definitely on the right track here. So, yeah, I mean, this is a plane that feels much more accessible, I guess. I mean, it's fun. Like I flew the Phenom last night, right? And it's fun to pretend that I'm a Phenom pilot. But we all know that ain't ever going to happen. And not only is that not going to happen for me, that's not happening for any of us. But this feels much more like, so you're telling me there's a chance. Like I'm not gonna buy one of these, but like I could, right? Like this is the one plane that I actually could potentially someday fly. Yeah, so Ori, here we go. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna pull the power off. Totally gonna go to idle. and we're just going to hold it here, and I'm going to demonstrate what Rob was saying.
Stall.
Yeah, we're just going
Like
to try to hold it.
Stall.
In fact, I'm not even going to hold it level. I'm going to pitch up. I'm totally in my lap, and that's all it does. That's everything that it does.
All it does. It just pitches down, finds 31 knots, and boom.
And you try it again. Nope. Yep. Sorry. So then, okay, you're like, all right, power on stall. Okay, let's put a little juice in it here, and let's climb.
3,000 feet a minute.
Oh, there it goes.
Even it wanted to
I
spin,
mean,
but
yeah,
it won't.
no, it won't. Like
Nope.
like we're up. Here comes the airspeed down. I'm holding it.
In the house.
Hey Ben, how are you? Yeah, so it's just like, yeah. Which again, like for a guy like me, like it kind of makes me feel like, yeah, I really could fly this plane. Now the question is, would I ever get my wife back in this seat? And that answer is probably hell no, but you know who might fly with me is my mom. She's the only person I know that likes to fly more than I do.
That's awesome.
But she was, of course, the namesake of the channel, right? Melvin Leroy. That was my grandpa.
Melvin Leroy's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, she was Melvin Leroy's daughter. So, or you asked his. She just laughed. So, that's so awesome. And again, you know, okay, we're a little off. I was about to tote my navigational skills there, but I'm not going to.
You're 4 degrees off, but we're getting closer, right?
We are. I'm not going to make.
Also, from that, like I said, don't forget you can get function 2 again and find the
right. That's true. Direct bearing. Let's do that. Function 2, 188. Okay.
188. I mean, you were.
So.
Money, basically.
Yeah, I got it. I'm doing about 225 right now, so let's come around to 188. I love how that it's a wet compass, so right, so it stays level in the actual compass where it's housed. I love that. That's a great little bit of coding right there, man. So is the in-flight service top shelf, or are we talking backwoods hooch? It's maker's mark tonight, Ori. So we're good.
I should actually show you the picture of the mod where they put a 5-gallon jerry can in the back seat.
Oh man.
And they fill it full of fuel and plug that in.
Oh man.
For extended flight service.
That's awesome. Well, they would have had to have done something like that to do those crazy oceanic crossings. I mean,
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that wasn't one flight.
Well, what was the longest one? Wasn't it like?
I mean, the longest flight without stopping, I don't know, but I do know that, like I said, they have been flown from the UK to Australia, and at least one person flew one of these shadows from the UK to Beijing.
Oh, maybe I'm reading about a different plane. I thought there was something. It wasn't crazy, but it was like an open water crossing. But yeah, no, you're not making it all the way there in one shot, no doubt about it.
There is a float version, and at some point in the process there will be
a float version. Yes, please.
There was a factory float version of this aircraft.
This needs to happen.
Yes, I agree. 100%.
This needs to happen.
I'm gonna find this picture and send it to you, and then you can post it on your stream.
Nice.
Bear with me.
So as you're looking that up, so again, let people. We may have some people that just came in here, that don't know what's going on. This is the Jemma Studio CFM Shadow Microlight, and this is a pre-release stream. I've been invited by Jeffrey Beckers of Jemma Studio to kind of hop in and mess around a little bit, and we found a few things here today that he's going to fix up, but it's close to being released. It's close to being made available at xplane.org, and you should be able to pick up a copy of this here very, very soon. Any thought, Jeffrey, as to like when? I know you said you kind of wanted to get it out fairly quickly, but do you have a hard and fast date, or is it just kind of ready when it's ready?
Well, I think I'm mostly ready, so I actually think I'll be able to submit it to the store tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Then it'll be up to them as to when it'll get released.
And that's an interesting process. I know you went through that a little bit with your chasse galère there, but
yeah, well, that was a different problem.
Yeah, well, this
there's no issues with selling it. I was originally going to DRM the SASL code, so it would need a key and all that. And then in the end, I decided, why bother? Because it's going to basically be a sort of, $16 kind of price point anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll just go from there. But I did DM you the picture of that jerry can
okay.
in the back seat if you wanted.
I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, we'll put it up there.
Throw it up on the screen because it's kind of.
Oh yes.
Yes. So that's that's the extended fuel mileage version.
There you go. There you go. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's another 2 hours. That's another 2 hours of flight time right there, and that's the float version.
Yeah, that for sure needs to happen. I mean, yeah. Well, I think that's a very fair price point, and I can think of many aircraft I've spent that much money on and not enjoyed half as much as this. So that's I think that'll be really cool.
That's good news. This, again, it will be my first attempt at payware, and I've only been really developing for about 18 months now, but I am pushing 2 years, I guess.
Yeah. Here I am drifting off course again.
Way off course.
But
we're all lost.
Yeah, and that's kind of my trademark. So you guys are used to that by now. But I think it's also because we're getting closer to the page VOR, which would make it, a little bit more sensitive. Man, I forgot how much I like this area. How nice it looks in X-Plane. So, pretty darn cool. Transatlantic, yeah, transatlantic now is what Ori Darkwin wants. Ori has a sister that has 10 acres has 10 acres just miles from you that he's wanting to put a bush strip in. Then you can fly Syracuse to
Especially this
hit the mail there on the weekend, man.
Yeah, you could take off from his sister's house and land in the parking lot, and that's
Dude,
for sure.
I'm telling you what. All right, I'm so far off course now. I may have to do a to 184 now. I actually was I had overcorrected. Okay, well.
Like I said, this thing is like you could totally navigate with this radio. It's so fun.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's IFR capable or anything, but I mean, like you can get out in a spot like this, have no idea where the heck you're at, and you'd have a fighting shot at making it back to someplace safe.
was a pretty fun little project doing that radio because I was committed to making it steady level. So if you download if you follow that user manual, it'll go button click to button click.
Nice. I do like, and you had mentioned this earlier. You can click right here, and
Yeah,
you can take that out to your other screen if you want as well. Which is,
if you want to see something really sexy, Brant, leave it there, and then or the other mode, and then like do the shift L or shift K to go to night mode.
whoops.
While you're flying.
Shift L. Sorry, guys. Shift L.
That should change your. There you go. Sun's down. Now it's like a red mode, but if you hit the bottom lower left button outside the radio,
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay, that is pretty cool.
And if you just hit K, because you were doing L, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Turn it back on. Click the screen. Oh, never mind.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. The transition between night and day is pretty nice. So if you just hold like
let me
K
do
or
that.
L as you do it, it's a pretty nice transition.
Yeah, it is. I like how the little numbers here. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Yeah, little things that take hours.
Exactly.
That you wouldn't notice, but
now
yeah, that's.
Now you get the glare off the glass.
Yeah, you do. And now you got to kind of look around. Hey, where am I at?
Thanks to X-Plane for letting that sun reflection kick through on the floorboards. Not my fault.
Oh, yeah. That's something I wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't brought it up. All right, I'm gonna have to do this again too. 181 is where I want to go. So. Oh, wait a second. Sorry.
All right. Good news, Ori. If weather like sneaks up on you in this aircraft, all you need is about 140 feet of grass. You could get it down safe.
Yeah, I'm thinking honestly, outside of really super gusty wind, you can pretty much like everything's a landing strip for this plane.
Want to know something interesting? The crosswind component of this aircraft is 20 knots.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's a Streak Shadow, which is a slightly amped version that has the Rotex 912, which is I think 80 horsepower. The crosswind component of that aircraft was like 25 knots.
Holy cow.
And I'm pretty sure I've cartwheeled the DC-3 in a 25 knot crosswind.
I'm pretty sure I have also. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really a tremendously amazing aircraft.
You're right. It is. I mean,
in many ways.
Yeah, the only problem out here, Ori, is obviously you could land it, but then you're freaking 100 miles from the nearest water source or whatever, so you're still dead, but you're going to survive the landing anyway. I guess if you're smart, you have a bright red and white paint scheme that they can pick up that search and rescue can find, but
yeah,
that's about
full of beef jerky and
there's something. I don't know. So here I am, drifting off course again. I must be getting a little bit of a left-hand crosswind here. Yeah, you're fully charged sat phone. That's right. That's probably the most key ingredient to any trip out here.
Anybody that hasn't cartwheeled a DC-3 has not tried hard enough.
I totally, wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
Yeah, fully charged sat phone's probably a good idea.
All right, back on course here, roughly. I've been trying to climb a little bit here because I just don't know.
Shouldn't be that hard in 90 knots.
Yeah, I mean, but I just don't know what the elevation of this ridgeline is because I'm not exactly being the best pilot in the world. Time to switch to tanks, Ori says. Okay.
I don't know about that. Quite a while. I think you were good. Well, so the auxiliary tanks got like at least twice the endurance as the main tank.
So where are the tanks located in this plane?
There was one directly under the engine and one under the passenger seat.
Okay.
If you look at the, well, we don't want to go outside, do we? So you can see that long silvery thing at the bottom. That's the auxiliary tank, the red tank on the bottom.
Okay.
And then that little trapezoidal shape under the engine itself is the main.
Okay.
So I think there's 7 gallons in the
Okay.
main and like 15, 16 gallons in the slip tank.
Nice. They're centered, yeah, for sure. That's nice.
Dead centered.
I keep.
Yep.
Yes. Just so many parts of this plane are just like so well designed, and that's just yet one more.
No, it was really well designed, really well thought out. The killer part is I've had like 3 or 4 different people offer me real rides in them, and I'm like, yeah, I live in the United States, and they're like, oh, that's too bad.
Dang it. Ah, dang it.
Next time in the UK though, I'll get to fly in one of these guys.
Is there anything in the US that's equivalent to this or no?
Not that I know of, but that I don't.
Yeah.
I'm yeah, I don't know. I don't actually think there was ever been one of them flown or ever registered in the U.S.
Yeah. Ori Darkwing asks if what's the range of this plane?
I think it's about 3 hours at about with if you got, especially if you have that jerry can, you could probably go 4.5 hours at 90 knots. So 500 miles, 400
Yeah.
miles.
We've pushed it here. We certainly are not running at the factory recommended 50%, which would have
Yeah.
cut your airspeed a little bit, but would definitely extend your range.
But you still got oodles of fuel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do. I mean, we barely sipped any off at all.
But I mean, the on the other side of the coin, realistically, right? There's you know no heat in the cabin,
Mm-hmm.
so unless it's sort of 70 degrees where you're either
Which it
sleeping
never,
your cojones off or freezing to death.
which is bizarre because it's never 70 degrees in England. I mean, right? It's always cold and rainy there. I guess they just have good leather, heavy gloves and hats and
Right.
their flight jackets and all that good stuff. I don't know. All right, where have I gone here? I need to correct to the
You're not that far. You're not that
no,
bad.
2 degrees off. Correct to the right just a little bit. That's really. I would ask you to go into the in depth a little bit on that, but I have a feeling it would be well over my head.
What on the
But
CDI? I cheated.
yeah, but listen.
I used default X-plane behavior for that. So
Okay, but
there actually is an X-plane data ref for called dots that tells you how far off you are. So just so happened that the default X-plane behavior kind of fed into my plans for the radio.
Well, okay.
I did have to make the picture look pretty though on the radio screen.
Well,
And that happened.
it's that little detail. Well, it's more than a little detail, but the work you've done on the radio, it does not go unappreciated by me, because just the things you've
Thanks
shown
for
me
that.
tonight are yeah, pretty incredible. And I know a little bit more about, like, I've tuned in to watch you mess around with it a little bit here and there. Definitely not at work though. Never ever at work was I watching any of your streams. Um, yeah, no, it's a it's a it's a nice it's a nice arrangement of ones and zeros to make something really, really fun that's entertained me all night long tonight. So that's pretty cool. Just flying
Yeah, check your
cold weather
check.
overpants. Ori Darkwind's just saying, and
Yeah,
a jacket will be fine.
you could probably spread a little cayenne pepper in your socks. That would help with the feet. And that's no, I'm not making that up.
Yeah, your skin will react to that stuff, and blood will flow
It
down there.
will.
Yep.
You might want to check your TCAS on your map because I think Good Fixins is Dragon Tail.
Uh-oh. All right, hold on. What do we got here?
Maybe not. Oh,
Whiskey.
that's him.
Whiskey Papa, man. He's got a ways to go to catch up with me. Of course, I don't know where I'm going. Page. Where's
Sent him a
Page? Page is
screenshot.
down there.
He sent me a screenshot of. So theoretically, it ought to be to your left.
Oh, he's thinking he's on me, huh? Okay. Where are you, Fixie?
He's got you in the downwind sim binoculars.
Ah, understood. Here, let me see if I can.
Are you drifting? Did you need to drift left? Because
I'm totally all over the place here. I'm just trying to find the Fixmeister.
he's got to be well behind you if he's using his binocs.
Yeah. All right. Did I need to drift left? I don't know. Oh,
You
way,
sure did. You're
way
way off
left.
the rock.
Yeah, way
Way
left.
So Volanta and my radio are in sync with one another. That's a good sign.
Yeah. I guess the next question is, when will shared cockpit work with the CFM Shadow?
The funny part is I've been talking not with shared cockpit, but with the shared flight guys.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out there's not as much development documentation as there should be because I think it would be hilarious to fly two people in this gosh darn
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Yeah, man. I agree.
It's on the dev plan, put it that way.
It's on the roadmap.
It's on the roadmap.
There you go.
There's actually a lot of cool stuff on the roadmap, which there is a document in the folder called the to-do list.
Well, here's the thing. Now you've produced two really, really amazing aircraft in essentially the past 2 months. So I'm expecting something here again amazing from Jemma Studios here in May. So just, no pressure, but yeah.
April 1st, I got a little April Fool's joke that
Okay.
I'm hoping to have be able to release.
Well, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work.
Then, after the other thing on my horizon is I want to go back to my my Fokker Drydecker.
Oh yeah, the very first one the first thing you ever worked on. Yeah, heck yeah.
Because Mike Gouge, he's known as M Gouge on the org. He's kind of sort of famous for going through and modifying flight models and tweaking them to perfection. He actually released a mod maybe 2 weeks ago for the Drydecker. which made it amazing. But he and I have been communicating over the last couple weeks, and
Hmm.
I'd always wanted to go back to that aircraft anyway because it was really early on in my learning process, and
Mm-hmm.
it really deserves another look-see. But we've got some pretty exciting things
Oh, that's awesome.
uh, coming out for that sucker.
Well, I know the last thing you did in it was around the machine gun overheating and jamming up if you overused it. I think that was one of your last sort of mods you put in it, which was pretty dang cool. But I would love
Yeah,
to,
my
yeah.
plans for that. My plans for that is we're gonna have three versions. One is a like how it is now, which is a true World War I version with the hardwood tail skid, which means basically it's next to unsteerable to attack. Um, but fully armed, loaded with armament. The second version would be what I would call a Drydecker replica. So it would be as if somebody were to rebuild it today. It would have slightly more modern gauges, a bigger fuel cell, longer range, transponder, radios, lights, etc. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
perfectly fun for flying on network. And then a third version that I would call sort of a like air show hybrid. So it would be a cross between the replica and the World War I version in that still has tail wheel that's steerable, more modern gauges, but would still have the machine guns and
Mm.
maybe only 100 rounds each instead of 500 rounds each. So you could still pretend to shoot people down and fire off the machine guns, but still fly on the network kind of thing.
Well,
Should be
that's
fun.
yeah, that does sound fun. All right, you guys. I think we just. I'm trying to remember. I think Paige is just on the other side of the lake here, and I'm cheating a little bit. I'm kind of peeking at Volanta. Oh yeah, so we just kind of go
There you go.
across the way. Pixie's
Almost
catching
like the
up to
radio
us
was.
here. Yeah, or something. Yeah, and I've not done a great job of navigating here, as you can see. I've been kind of all over, a little bit of loop-de-loop around the VOR. But again, that's what should have happened based on what we were doing. So that's really quite amazing.
Yeah, like I said, like I said, I mean, you can navigate using the radio,
Mm-hmm.
but it is certainly a, visual navigation style of aircraft, but that radio can help you stay the course, as it were.
Well, and how many times have we been up in a bush league event where you think you're going to the right
Yeah.
spot and you just get so turned around and like you just have to tune something in and figure out kind of just to get your bearings again. So that's nice to have that feature, and yeah, pretty dang cool, no doubt about it.
But here, like, and again, just like you would expect to in real life, when you get to the point where you've got solid visual clues, like, the shape of the lake and all, that's when you would probably
Mm-hmm.
consider DOR and going back to your voice
Yeah.
navigate or
Yep.
there you go. Now you're on.
Totally
There you
agree.
go.
And so you'd be like, page traffic, Microlight, November 11816 is approximately 5 miles north of the field, inbound at 9,500 feet, page. Now look at the reflections on the glass, you guys. I mean, that's quite nice. The canopy kind of has the late night reflections.
Yeah, if you look close, there's scratches here and there on the glass
Oh
too.
yeah, cool. All right, I'm gonna.
Hey,
I'll go ahead.
yeah, I got my buddy Fiddy. That's what he's known online. Frederick Imhoff is kind of a cool dude. He's a Swedish teenager, but he is a stellar performer in the texturing biz,
Hmm.
and joined the team with me maybe a couple months ago, and I think he did a great job texturing this aircraft.
So yeah, there you can see some of the imperfections and things like that that you might expect at
Yeah.
on the front end of a airplane like this, right? It's taking all the dirt and wind, and there's, I think, our airport. Very cool. So we're going to be landing runway 33. So we basically are going to fly. Oh, what will we fly here? What's where's the 3-1? No, 3-3 right hand pattern. Okay, cool. So we're kind of on an extended, almost an extended downwind right here. So that'll be cool. And see if we can land this baby. And again, yeah, you guys all know me. I am pretty much, pretty much an expert landing every aircraft. So it'll be buttery smooth. I will not stress out that bungee cord suspension one bit. And you can see, so do the does the backlighting just come on automatically then, or is there some?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that effect, but I just didn't know if there was like a switch that I had turned on inadvertently.
Nope.
Yeah, this is almost the right time, a perfect time to land here.
It's only rated for a half hour before sunrise and a half hour after sunset because there's no lights or nothing on this aircraft.
Yeah, I could hold my cell phone up and flash people. Well,
Wave your cell phone out the window for a landing light.
like there's no way to replicate real flight, but a plane like this with the visibility and the responsiveness, like it really is an ultralight. And some of my wandering around has been because I've been chit chatting and checking chat in the Discord and all that stuff. But a lot of it, a good deal of it, has just been a slight gust of wind here and a little bit of a ridge line, updraft there, and like you really like I know feel is not the right word, but you do the dynamics of the plane. It just does have that extremely light touch to it, and it's while it is very stable, it is also very responsive, and it does interact nicely, I think, with the X-plane weather. Um, and again, take all of this with that grain of salt that I'm not a real world pilot, and I have 0 hours of flying time outside of the 3 or 4 trips that I flew with my grandpa when I was 8 years old or whatever. Um, but I have flown a lot of planes in a lot of simulators, and so I just kind of compare it off of that stuff, and again I do. It's quite enjoyable to fly, and um, quite immersive with the sounds and just the whole package in and of itself. It's worth it's well worth the 16 or the $18 or whatever you're going to charge for it. And so yeah, I appreciate you giving me a chance to fly it, and more importantly, it's been great hanging out with you for a couple hours, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
We don't
You
get to
should have
do that
seen it
as much
before I
as
detuned it.
where you detuned it.
But before I detuned it, that thing was it was literally like flying a fighter jet.
Oh my
It would,
goodness.
it would snap roll. You could do barrel rolls in a half a second. It was crazy. And then I got some, real world pilot feedback. Like, it takes a hot minute for it to turn.
Get all the way
Still,
around here, yeah.
still plenty snappy and
Mhm.
flyable, but
Mhm. And yeah, it's not like I don't picture this as rated to be an aerobatic plane per se, but like I've done loop-de-loops and aileron rolls and things like that. So you can do that stuff, I guess, if you want, and just
And in
make
real
sure,
life, the same is true.
yeah, just make sure
Not
you have
rated for
the.
aerobatics, but Dave Cook, who designed and built it, has been seen to have done barrel rolls and backflips and Immelman turns and
So an interesting thing here, Jeffrey. I don't know again if there's anything you can do about that, if that's just the way it is. But as I'm leaning out here with my track IR, I'm getting the
uh,
dog, the dog out the window look here. But
yeah.
you
Well,
know,
don't do that.
okay, I won't pretend I didn't do that, guys.
Wish there was a way, like there should be like some sort of shock collar thing I could.
Send it through my headset there and just give you a little
So
something.
when we lean too far, it's like
Can't
smashing the side of your head.
I didn't see
even tell you how good that sounds. So crackly and staticky.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good Fixins remembers some of the early alpha builds where it was like fighter pilot mode.
Mm-mm.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that Pixie was in on that alpha team. That's cool.
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's been a 12-month build, and I think he's been flying it for 9 months.
That's awesome. All right, looking forward to this. Just like I say, just about right timing wise.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't mean
What a
it,
beautiful,
but
beautiful time of night to land.
yeah. And we'd still be VFR legal. You want to talk about closed traffic? This plane can fly one. In fact, let's snuggle up here at the page. Hmm. So this is like Horseshoe Bend is close to this area, if I'm not mistaken. I just
traffic. Ultralight 1 will be south about 10 miles to the north. We're gonna enter right downwind for 33 page.
I just watched that latest Aviation 101 video. Him and his girlfriend flew their Skyhawk up here. I posted it in my propeller heads. They flew from Grand Canyon up to Page, and they may have went one other place, but I'm like, what a life. Page traffic, Microlight 11816 is on the right-hand downwind runway 33. Page traffic. Yeah, they flew into some place, rented or took the FBO courtesy car to the edge of the canyon and looked at the Horseshoe Bend, and I mean, just yeah, just basically made me jealous. All right, we're gonna level off here, and we're being midfield, probably about right altitude wise, and we can just absolutely walk this baby in. So we're currently doing 65. I'm guessing that we ref it out probably right around 40 or 35 miles an hour. Knots, I mean.
40 knots over the threshold is
Yeah,
kind of.
there's the first notch of flaps coming in. Page traffic, Microlight 816 on the right base, runway 33, Page.
You'd only want to throttle down to about 3,000 RPM.
Okay.
And then just sort of glide her in at like 500 feet per minute. It's kind
Yeah,
of the sweet spot.
okay, we'll just do that. I'm a little high, but that's okay. Page traffic,
Just
Microlight 816, turning final, runway 33, Page.
beauty part is slam all the flaps and you're good.
Okay. Oh, and it does pitch up quite a bit when you add those flaps, so be ready.
It also slams the speed.
Yeah, it does. Look at that speed down now. Yeah, we're 45. Whoops, sorry, I'm drifting here a little bit.
Just hold it.
Yep.
Hold it. It will flare itself pretty much. Really don't have to do much.
Yep, you just kind of come down and yep, just soft as can be.
Just like that.
A little bit right of center.
I missed slam the brakes and it'll stop in no time.
I missed the high speed there. Yeah, remember I've got my wife in the back here.
Oh, okay.
And then I always forget it's differential braking, so I hit the rudders and I wonder why it's not turning.
And when it flaps up, slam the brakes. Hang-a-looey.
There we go. Let's take it in here to the fanciest of ultralight FBOs, which I honestly don't even know where we're at. I don't think I even have any kind of a scenery upgrade for Page. I should. This is a place that's pretty cool. But we'll try to get on the ground here. Maybe we can watch Fixie come on in. Yeah, this looks like a pretty good spot here.
What's your replay? Will be pretty sweet.
Oh yeah, we will. We'll for sure watch it. All right, let's do it. Let's hop out real fast before we lose any more light. And let's take a look. See here. Oh, I'm gonna miss you, Brett. I'm sorry. I'm fixing you. I'm gonna be watching. Maybe I can get done with the replay before you get in here. Toss those flaps in. It really pitches you around.
Yeah.
It's good though. It's good. I'm doing a little more than 500 feet, I think, but
You really didn't flare it. I mean, it just kind of flares itself.
yeah, I kind of lost a little bit of airspeed there right at the end.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you don't need to really flare it.
Yeah, you're right. And I think what I did is I pulled up. I meant to, like I was pitching down, and then like right there, I really didn't do that. But it wasn't horrible. Yeah. But it again, it just has like, what do you want? You want something that has a unique feel, right? You want something that doesn't land like the same plane that you've landed 500 times in a row. Yeah.
It took me a long time to get used to it.
Yeah, so that was a pretty clunky landing. But, I mean, let's see what my wife's view was here. Honey.
Are you okay? Okay.
That was probably one of my rougher landings in this. In my 6 landings, this is probably my worst one. On stream, of course, you gotta have that.
That was a sweet landing.
Tower view. Here we come. But yeah, I mean, you the fact that you can just walk it in there at 40 knots, I mean, Yeah, I'm gonna blame a page downdraft on that one.
Yeah, there you go. Microburst.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Let's see what Volanta says here. Oh yeah, 219. Oh, 4.34 Gs. Oh wow. Okay, yeah,
Oof.
we'll check the bungee cord on that one there, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, that would be a good little preview. Like if you can zoom in on the forward gear when you do the replay.
see if I can.
Set your camera view for the forward gear.
All right, let's see if I can get out here and see what this looks like. Oh, no, the back wheel's flexed. The front one I saved, apparently.
Nice.
Somehow. I don't know.
Front one will take quite a bit of deflection. So.
Well, I for sure am going to spend more time in this plane there, my friend. Um, let's see if we can turn things off here. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. And this is, you said, this is a constant.
See, cool thing.
Yeah.
Turn on the radio again.
Okay.
Now turn off the battery of the airplane and watch the screen. Wait for it to clear. Okay. Now turn off the battery of the airplane. Lower right one.
Oops.
Yeah. See, low battery. And 3 seconds later, boom.
Oh man. So, and I again kind of getting back to the point we talked about earlier. You did mention this is a constant state airplane, so it'll remember things like the last comm frequency I had in and things like that.
Yeah.
Is that true? Okay, cool. And also probably your fuel level, right? I mean, and so
that might be more
not
of an
sure.
airplane thing.
All right.
But the switch positions and everything should be where you left them.
Cool. Flaps and all that, and then my Jemma Sport RPM hour counter will be. Oh, I was going to reconnect so I could watch Fixie here. Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's doing here. He might be down already. Dang it. All right. Well, while we watch for Brett.
It doesn't like to fly inverted.
Copy that. Never mind.
What?
He said it doesn't like to fly inverted. Apparently he's down. Maybe out here somewhere. I don't know. All right. Well,
Space traffic, Papa entering a right downwind for 33.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so we'll hop out. Let's hop out here, and we'll watch Good Fixins come in and make a textbook landing, I'm sure. And while he's doing that, let me just kind of close out again by saying thank you to Jeffrey from Jemma Studios for a fantastic creation. Thanks for letting me be a part of it, and happy to stream it. It'll be happily entered into the rotation, and we'll surely find some places and some other flights to be sure. And then I'm looking forward to also future updates, and I'm just curious to see where you go with this project. I know it's pretty close to where you want it, but I also know you, and you like to tinker with things, and you like to come up with new cool little mods for your plane. So again, thanks for the great aircraft, and thanks for hanging out with me all night.
Yeah, well, man, thanks for inviting me along. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it's been a journey putting it together, and I'm kind of excited to have it out there and getting it released finally.
Yeah, man, and I wish you the best of luck on that, and because you're one of those guys that I think the community can benefit from, and you're one of the guys that makes X-Plane such an awesome place. Is just creators that that get together with other creators and decide to devote a year of their life to making a little mod for people to like me to enjoy. So I hope that that the support comes and ooh, one thing before we go is I do need to talk to you about a CSL because as much as I love the Queen of the Skies, we probably ought to have something. I should have something that looks a little more like an ultralight.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be working on that too. I actually
Yeah,
have that on my to-do list.
awesome,
And
awesome. All right,
is
well,
that good fixins coming out as A320?
I think it's a 7.4. I think it's a 4 engine plane here.
747 at 35 knots over the threshold.
Yes, 747 ultralight. Yeah, that's right. We took out some of the first class seats so it could fly a little slower. But yeah, look at him carve that thing around there like a pro.
You gotta
I
talk
love
to
it.
Good Fixins about, I don't know what CSL he's using, but he was showing me as a ultralight.
433 page.
I think it must be me with that. You have that default plane, right? That you can base everything off of, and I think I must have. I thought I had it set for something like a caravan or something, but clearly no.
And he's got the VTOL engines in that 7.4, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's. I think he's fully. He's like a beta descent, like a porter.
Yeah, but with downward thrust too.
Oh,
He's got like,
he's a pro. The guy knows what he's doing. Look at him just baby it in there, just lifting the nose ever so gently. Lift nice and soft.
GDA.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh!
ooh, it's another bungee cord.
Doggone it, we're costing Jemma Studio all kinds of bungee cords here.
Stopped at 70 feet though.
Oh, and he's doing a little show off, little Sim Caesar donut action there. I love it. I love it.
Tokyo drift.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna close things down for tonight, and I will talk with you later on, Jeffrey. Thanks again. Good fixins. Thanks for flying along, and thanks everybody who tuned in. If you have any questions about this plane, you can contact me on my Discord, and I will happily get you in touch with the Gemma Studio folks. And when I come up with, if there's any news, any information about release date, or any of that kind of stuff, I'll make sure to pass it along. And probably again, my Discord channel will be the place to be. But yeah, let me know if you have anything. And I also know Jeffrey is a guy that is open to continued feedback to make his products better. So if he's a guy that man, I'm a little intimidated here. He likes people to he likes people to spend some time in his plane because you know how it is. The more eyes you have on a project, the better it gets because people see things differently and yeah. While I think it is a very complete plane as it is right now, that's not saying that there aren't things that could still be improved on it. So where can we go to get his stuff, Ori? I'll let you know again that right now this has not yet been released. There is, if you are interested in his flying canoe project, if you go to my Discord channel and you take a look at, I just made actually a new channel for freeware add-ons. If you go to that channel, you can scroll down there about midway and you'll see his Chasse Galère, which is also super fun. Yeah, the Sorceress, that's right. But then as soon as this one is released, as soon as it's available on the org, I will for sure let you guys all know that. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, I guess. Okay, very nicely done there. Good fixins. Sim Caesar would be proud. On that note, I am out of here. Have a fantastic weekend, and I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a little messing around in the 727. So have a great night, everybody. Take care. God bless.
Take care. Joe. Thanks again.
See ya.